What if your personality isn't really yours? What if invisible forces, mental viruses, have been quietly slipping into your thoughts, rewriting the way you think, feel, and act without you ever noticing? Today, we're uncovering the hidden mind viruses that could already be living inside you. Your mind is the one place you think you're in complete control of, but what if that's not true? What if hidden mental viruses are quietly spreading through your thoughts, influencing your choices, and reshaping your personality without your permission? In this video, we'll dive into the unseen forces that invade your mind and discover how to spot them before they take over. They say your mind is the safest place you own, but what if I told you it could be quietly invaded without you even noticing? Imagine invisible forces slipping into your thoughts, shaping your beliefs, and slowly altering your behavior. These are not science fiction creatures or computer viruses. They're what psychologists call mental viruses, subtle patterns of thought and influence that spread from one mind to another, rewiring personalities in the process. It starts small, almost unnoticeable. A phrase repeated enough times begins to feel like truth. A belief passed down from family or society seeps into your subconscious until you forget it wasn't originally yours. Over time, these viral ideas can distort the way you see yourself, how you interpret others, and even the choices you make. Just like a biological virus hijacks cells, mental viruses hijack thought patterns, and once inside, they replicate endlessly. One of the most common examples is negativity bias. Spend enough time around people who constantly complain, and suddenly your own outlook begins to darken. You adopt their worldview without realizing it, and before long, you see the worst in every situation. Another mental virus is fear-driven thinking. Fear spreads like wildfire, whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or uncertainty. When one person voices fear loudly, it plants seeds in others' minds, and those seeds grow until courage and risk-taking are replaced with hesitation and doubt. But mental viruses don't only come from people around you. They can be transmitted through media, culture, and even the algorithms that feed you content online. A catchy slogan, a repeated stereotype, or a manipulated piece of information can slowly shift your beliefs, often without you being consciously aware. The frightening part is how these influences feel like your own original thoughts. You believe you've chosen your opinions, but in reality, many of them may have been chosen for you. Another dangerous mental virus is the idea of self-limitation. Somewhere along the way, someone may have told you that you weren't good enough, smart enough, or strong enough to succeed. That single sentence, replayed in your mind, becomes a loop that quietly rewires your confidence. Years later, you may still hold yourself back because of a mental virus implanted long ago. In this way, one person's careless words can alter the trajectory of another's entire life. Even social trends and cultural norms can function like viruses. If a group collectively believes that certain behaviors are acceptable, individuals within that group are far more likely to adopt them without questioning. Think about fashion, language, or even moral choices. Much of it is less about independent decision-making and more about viral adoption. The more you're exposed to a thought, the more it feels natural, and soon it becomes part of who you are. The scary truth is that mental viruses thrive on repetition and emotional charge. The more emotional a thought makes you feel, whether it's fear, anger, or excitement, the faster it embeds itself in your mind. That's why rumors, gossip, and sensational headlines spread so effectively. They bypass rational thinking and go straight to the emotional core, where they take root and grow strong. But if mental viruses are so powerful, does that mean we're all helpless against them? Not at all. The key is awareness. Once you begin to question where your thoughts come from, you start building mental immunity. Ask yourself, is this belief truly mine, or was it implanted by someone else? Am I reacting based on logic, or am I infected by fear or repetition? Developing self-awareness acts like a firewall, protecting your mind from harmful influences. You also strengthen your defenses by being selective about what you consume. The content you watch, the people you spend time with, and the environment you surround yourself with all play a role in the health of your mental ecosystem. Just as you wouldn't expose your body to toxic substances every day, you shouldn't expose your mind to toxic thoughts either. In the end, mental viruses are everywhere, silent, contagious, and often invisible. They can shape who you become without you realizing it. But once you recognize their existence, you have the power to stop them from taking control. Protect your mind, question your beliefs, and choose carefully what you allow to influence you. Because at the end of the day, your personality should be written by you, not by the hidden viruses that want to rewrite it. Mind viruses are everywhere, subtle, contagious, and dangerously effective at changing who you are. But once you learn to spot them, you take back control. Question your beliefs, protect your thoughts, and remember, your personality should be written by you, not by the hidden viruses that want to rewrite it. If you found this eye-opening, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the secrets of the human mind and keep your mental defenses strong.